We are here today with Lisa Chastain with Millennium Consulting Group.
Millennial Consulting LLC.
Millennium Consulting LLC. And we are talking money, everyone's favorite subject, right?
I don't think it is.
Well, I think it's everyone's favorite if you have it.
If you have it.
It's not everyone's favorite if you don't have it or don't know what to do with it.
That's right.
So, a few questions for you.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So how long have you been in Las Vegas?
Born and raised.
See, now my second question is just out the window.
What was
so
your second question?
what brought your parents then? If you're born and raised here, what brought your parents?
My dad moved out here in the 50s.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I think it was actually, he went to high school out here, so maybe it was the 60s for him. My great aunt and uncle moved here from Georgia, and she was a seamstress. My great aunt Kathleen was a seamstress for the Stardust, for the showgirls.
Wow.
And my great uncle was a stagehand at the Stardust.
Yeah. I guess that is kind of the industry. If you're, coming to Vegas, you're doing something in the casinos in the 50s.
Or you're in the mob. One or the
They
other.
were not in the mob.
They
weren't in the mob. And if
They
they
were not.
we're not talking about it.
That's right.
Yeah, well, my mom's first job here was at the Stardust in, I want to say it's called the Palm Room
Okay.
there. Yeah, in some restaurant.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, the
she was a
Palm.
waitress.
Very cool. Very
Yep.
cool.
Yep, so that's what she did. So, Millennium Consulting, LLC, is what? Because it could actually be anything.
It could be anything.
Yes.
Right, and I strategically named it that way. So typically I work with millennial women when it comes to money. And I've kind of put wrapped my business around coaching and mentoring millennials.
Okay.
So when I sat down with my lawyer, my brand at first was Lisa Chastain as a coach.
Right.
And out there
That's
in the
how I
world.
met you.
Yeah, Lisa Chastain. But my lawyer said, hey, you probably want to name the business something else so it's not attached to your name, so you can make it into anything at any
Smart.
point. Yeah. And so I work with millennials, and I said, well, see if Millennial Consulting's available.
What age is millennials?
Millennials are, right now, the older millennials are 34.
Okay.
And the younger millennials are about 18.
Okay.
So 18 to 34 in 2019.
Okay. All right. And what do you help them do with their money?
I help them get their shit together. Can I say that?
Yes, you can. You can say whatever you want.
Okay.
Well, the name of her book that she wrote is "Girl, Get Your Shit Together."
Get it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
it's a brand, and I think we grew up with that saying.
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
Who doesn't
Grades
say
are
that
bad.
to
Get your shit
themselves?
together.
Yeah. At
So,
every level.
I personally work with you. I am not a millennial. I know. I look very
You
young,
do.
but I'm not. Yeah. So, and I love the take that you have on training people to use their money. And it is training.
Yes.
Yeah. So, do people generally like working with you?
Yes, because when people that come to me have generally given up or don't believe in their ability to manage their money. So they're frustrated and they're confused.
Yeah.
And as you know, I keep money really simple. I've had my own money challenges in my life, and I became a financial advisor. It took me 3 years to figure out the language of money and pass my tests and all of that. And I said, it can be simpler than this.
Yeah.
It can be. And so I do think that people like working with me because they learn how to see their money in a new way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like you said earlier today, in a more simple way.
Right. Yeah, because before I started working with Lisa, I did not realize, there's a really simple way to do it that isn't frustrating. Well, maybe it's not frustrating once you get the hang of it.
Right,
But,
it takes time.
But yeah, I mean, if you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to take a look at it, and I think that's what a lot of people probably have a problem with, is actually being ready to take a look at it.
Yeah, so I have a client, I was working with her yesterday, and I said, think of it this way. You're dating your money. you don't really know it that well. You're
Right.
like on the first date and then the second date, and by the third or fourth date, you kind of know them.
Right.
Right. And so I teach you how to look at your money so that you experience it in a new way, so that you feel differently about it, so that you don't get, you can stop the cycle, the vicious cycle of feeling like you're living paycheck to paycheck, and then life blooms after that.
It does.
I think so.
Yeah. I think you're right. It's I don't know. It's just amazing because you opened up a whole new way for me to even look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I could have tried for 100 years to figure it out, and I wouldn't have gotten anywhere close.
Right. Time is money.
Yeah.
Time is money. So I've learned the shortcuts. I teach the shortcuts. I'd say do it simply. Look at it this way.
Right.
It saves you time, and now you're seeing it saving you money.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
You're like, my husband doesn't want anything to do with this, and now he's involved.
Right.
You have a new language.
Yeah, and I'm not stressed out. I pay my bills, and I'm not sweating bullets to do it. You know, so it's really made my relationship with it totally different. And I'm just super grateful that you came into my life when you did, because I wouldn't have been ready. I would not have been ready previously.
Sure, you have to be ready.
Yeah, because I would have been like,
priority.
no, I don't need somebody to tell me what to do with my money. I know how to do my money. I know how to pay my bills. And it is really a refreshing way to look at it.
Totally.
So I'm going to link below every way that you can get a hold of Lisa, where you can buy her book, Amazon, where you can get every piece of information that you want to get from her, so you can contact her, you can schedule a call with her. There's just so many ways that you can reach out. And so I have a couple more questions.
Go for it.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. When you go out to eat, where do you go?
I don't go out to eat.
You don't go out to eat?
Not really.
Okay. Well, if it was, say, a special occasion, is there a restaurant that you go to?
Okay, so I have an 8-year-old and an 11-year-old.
Okay.
So keep that in mind when I answer this. But our go-to is Olive Garden.
Olive Garden's good.
Yeah, I mean, with kids, I'm not going to spend $300 on a meal.
No.
Right?
No.
Right. I'm a foodie. We kind of grew up around the Wolfgang Puck era.
Yeah.
I do like to go out and eat, but my husband and I just went to Boulder City. We went to the Dillinger. So we're pretty casual by nature. We like to keep it casual, fly under the radar.
Yeah.
You know my money type. I teach these money types. I wouldn't spend money on that stuff anymore.
Right.
I used to spend a lot of money on that stuff before, but now it's just not something I value.
Yeah. So secondly, if you're going to get somewhere, like meet somebody for a cup of coffee or something like that, where are you going to go?
The closest. Is this about Vegas? You want to teach people about Vegas?
No, well,
right?
I am trying to teach people about Vegas, but that is a good answer because so I always assume that people are like me because I'm in real estate.
Yeah.
I've probably already driven 100 miles today, and so I kind of think that people think like that, but I realize that people don't. They're like, is it within a mile of my home?
Yes.
Then I will go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll secondary that though, where if we're choosing locations, I choose local coffee shops. I don't go to the big name coffee shops.
Right.
I usually will choose something that's unique, and I want to support local business. We've got a lot of those in Vegas.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. We have. I just actually went to one. It's Publicus. It's downtown.
Yeah.
And amazing.
Totally.
And so, are you following hockey?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Vegas Golden Knights are amazing.
Okay, well, so that's
so
that's the other contingent that we have. So, I mean, I'm not a native, but I have lived here over 30 years, and so we did not grow up with sports.
We didn't.
There were no sports teams. You couldn't even, like UNLV, I think was the closest that we got
You
to
don't remember
having.
the Thunder?
I don't.
You don't. We had a hockey team called the Thunder.
We did?
We did. Yeah.
When?
I was a teenager, so.
Oh my gosh.
15,
nope.
Yeah, 25, 30 years ago.
Do not remember.
Yeah, you were young maybe.
No, I was not. I'm older than you.
Okay. So, long story, history of Vegas is that we did have sports, but nothing took off like the Running Rebels. So after we got a taste of the success of the Running Rebels, nothing really filled our cup after that in terms of sports
Right.
because we were the champions, and
Right.
the town was just crazy back then
Absolutely.
in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
But we had a hockey team. It was the Thunder. We had the Las Vegas Stars, which was a minor league baseball team. So
I
grew
knew
up going
about
to Stars,
them. Yeah.
but nothing really compared to UNLV basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the 90s, they were hot.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to get there.
Everybody
to see
had
them.
on Rebel shirts.
Yeah.
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 Now
so,
it's now it's Golden Knights.
well,
Sorry,
I will give you my favorite.
Okay.
Okay. So my favorite is Ryan Reeves. And I really like him because he makes me laugh for one thing, because he gets in fights like nobody's
Does he?
business. But he's laughing every single time. He's just like, this is a game. This is what we do. You know, we defend one another.
Yeah.
We defend our team. And when it's done and over with, he's laughing about it. And I think
cool.
it's hysterical.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but he is my absolute favorite player. So he has to stay from now on because I said so.
Okay.
You heard it right here.
From
Ryan
my
Reeves is never going anywhere. Okay.
Cool.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
And I love you for
love you
doing
too.
this.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Real Vegas.
Real Las Vegas.